Hi kids, it's Pastor Patricia from Holy Cross. I'm coming to you in the children's sermon for this weekend, for Sunday, October 25th, which is Reformation Sunday, and I have my blanket fort here. You guys ever make a blanket fort? They're pretty cool. I've got my sheets and blankets here over the card table. I've got a nice pillow. I've got something to drink. I've got a flashlight, and I have a book to read. And I'm going to just hang out in my blanket fort and be safe and be comfy. It's something fun to do, especially on rainy, stormy days. So why am I talking about this today? Because in the gospel for today, which is in the Gospel of John, chapter 8, Jesus is in Jerusalem for a special festival called the Festival of Booths or Tabernacles. Really, it's about blanket fort. It's about making something like this. Our Jewish friends and neighbors celebrate Sukkoht, the Festival of Booths, every year. And it's always been one of those festivals that even in Jesus' time, people made the journey to Jerusalem to celebrate. This temporary structure, something is put up, and the family goes out into their temporary structure, their booth or their tabernacle, and they pray and they worship and they hang out together. And it reminds them of the time when the Hebrews journeyed all the way from Egypt to the Promised Land. We've been talking about that story all summer long. The Festival of Sukkoht, also called the Festival of Booths or Tabernacles, is celebrated to commemorate that time because God was with them as they were on that journey. And the idea is God with us today? And so we go out and sit in our tabernacle or booth, our temporary structure, and think about, is God with us? So in Jesus' time, this was really important because you probably have heard that the Romans were there and they were oppressing the people. They were treating them badly, costing them a lot in taxes, and they had very few rights. And so one of the things, hello Sassy, are you coming to help me in my booth? One of the things that the Festival of Booths during Jesus' time was about, people were talking about, what do we do? If God is not with us, what will we do? Or how do we get God back with us? And Jesus shows up there at the temple to talk to groups saying, God is still with you. Guess what? He's with you today because I'm Jesus, the Son of God, and I'm with you today. So it's really kind of comforting to realize that Jesus is there with them, telling them that he has never left them, that God has been with them all along, and that right now, in the form of Jesus, God is with them in person. So anyway, it's kind of an important thing to talk about, particularly, I think, on Reformation Sunday, which is the time in the year when Lutherans get very excited, because Reformation Sunday is the day that Martin Luther went and put a big list of complaints with his hammer on the door of the church to say, we're doing these things wrong, we need to figure it out. And ever since then, there have been Lutherans, because the idea that Martin Luther was trying to get back to is simply the simple one, that God loves us and is part of our life. And we don't need to clutter that up with a lot of rules or regulations. Anyway, so make a blanket fort today, why don't you, to commemorate the Festival of Sukkoht, which is why Jesus was there in Jerusalem. And it reminds everyone then and today that God's presence is with us all the time. Anyway, see you later. I will talk to you next week. Bye-bye.